Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio subjected to surprising praise from veteran following WWE Raw. But Rhea Ripley is not the biggest female star. Former WWE manager discusses major Raw segment featuring Mommy and 30-year-old champion. A longtime wrestling veteran praised Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio amid their feud with Rhea Ripley on WWE Raw. Jim Cornette also admitted that he's not a fan of Morgan as a wrestler but loves her character work. The feud between Ripley and Morgan reached a new level last Monday when Mammy announced that Dirty Dom would be inside a shark cage above the ring at Bad Blood. The rivals are set to battle for the Women's World Championship on October 5 in Atlanta, Georgia. Speaking on the latest episode of the Jim Cornette Experience, the former WWE manager shared his opinion on the feud between Ripley and WWE's premier on-screen power couple. Cornette felt that fans continue to support Mammy because of how annoyingly good Liv and Dom are as heels. "You're making me a Liv Morgan fan. I still don't ever want to see her wrestle, but that nails on the chalkboard voice. Just this whole thing is so childish but yet fascinating because Rhea Ripley is involved and Liv and Dominik are these two **king annoying heel **king idiots that you know. It shouldn't be any good but it is," Cornette said. Despite praising Liv Morgan's work alongside Rhea Ripley and Dominik Mysterio, Jim Cornette admitted that he's still not a fan of the reigning Women's World Champion's wrestling ability. In a recent interview with the New York Post, Liv Morgan discussed her current gimmick and storyline with Dominik Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. Morgan loves the freedom she's been given to develop her character and how fans can hate her even more. "When I was sweet little Liv, you have to be particular about the things that you do and you say. It's so much easier for people to hate you than it is to get people to love you and to love you naturally. It's so much fun. There is so much freedom because it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter really ultimately, and there is something freeing just knowing that," Morgan said. Morgan has a chance to put an end to her rivalry with Ripley once and for all at WWE Bad Blood next month. She already defended her title against the Nightmare at SummerSlam, but had some help from Dominik. However, a former WWE manager recently discussed a major segment featuring Rhea Ripley and a 30-year-old champion. Jim Cornette praised Mammy, while also giving his props to Liv Morgan's work during their love triangle storyline involving Dominik Mysterio. The trio kicked off last Monday's episode of WWE Raw, with Ripley surprising Morgan and Mysterio about her knee injury. Mammy also announced that Dirty Dom will be inside a shark cage dangling above the ring during the Women's World Championship match at WWE Bad Blood. On the latest episode of the Jim Cornette Experience, the 63-year-old wrestling veteran praised the segment and overall fan reaction to the storyline. He also praised Ripley, calling her one of the biggest stars in WWE regardless of gender. He even acknowledged Dom still having a lot of heat and Liv doing her best character work. Rhea Ripley is not the biggest female star in the business. She's one of the biggest stars in the business period. And Dominik still has kept his heat and they're mad at Liv cause she's the shrewish little mean girl that is messing with Rhea, Cornette said. Rhea Ripley's rise to superstardom started with her work in the Judgment Day. She conquered Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39 and has been on a roll ever since. The Nightmare suffered an injury after WrestleMania 40 but returned to a huge ovation and is now a babyface. Rhea Ripley reveals one of Dominik Mysterio's fears. As announced on WWE Raw, Dominik Mysterio will be inside a shark cage above the ring when Liv Morgan defends her Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley at WWE Bad Blood. Speaking to Kathy Kelly after Monday's show, Ripley revealed one of Dirty Dom's biggest fears. "Dom is terrified of a lot of things. Heights is definitely one of them. So I'm gonna give that a 10, but he's also very, very claustrophobic. Which to me is **king hilarious," Ripley said. While Dominik won't be a factor in the title match, the Judgment Day could still interfere and help Morgan retain her championship. However, Ripley is expected to be backed by Damian Priest, who is set to face Finn Balor at Bad Blood. However, Liv Morgan boasted about a major Dominik Mysterio feature today on social media. The 30-year-old will be defending her Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley at Bad Blood next weekend, and Mysterio will be trapped inside a shark cage for the match. Dirty Dom's mullet has become legendary and Boston Connor of the Pat McAfee Show believes his is better. Connor shared a photo with Morgan on social media today and claimed he had a better mullet than the Judgment Day star. Liv Morgan reacted to the message and noted that Boston Connor has a nice mullet, but it doesn't compare to Mysterio's. This was a very nice mullet, but can confirm Daddy Dom's is better, Morgan wrote. Dominik Mysterio was involved in a storyline relationship with Rhea Ripley until WWE SummerSlam last month. The 27-year-old betrayed Ripley and is now aligned with Morgan on WWE television. Anoa'i Jr. recently shared his thoughts on the promo between Liv Morgan, Dominik Mysterio, and Rhea Ripley last Monday night on WWE Raw. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Enter the Bloodline show, anoa'i Jr. stated that he loved the concept of having Mysterio be trapped inside a shark cage for the Women's World Championship match at Bad Blood. However, the veteran felt that the promo on this past Monday's edition of Raw could have been executed better. "I love the concept, old school concept all the way. I felt like the build could have been a little bit better. I felt like the promo. I don't know, maybe she was nervous or something. The girls were a little nervous in the moment, but kicking off fell a little flat for me. But I love the concept. I know that the video packages are going to be awesome. Dom's gonna be awesome, and once the girls work, it's going to be awesome. But for me, that promo is just a Afa Jr. said. Rhea Ripley was forced to relinquish the Women's World Championship earlier this year due to injury. It will be interesting to see if Ripley can defeat Liv Morgan at WWE Bad Blood and win back the title she never lost next weekend. Hi lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Lima, hope your day is so well. If you like the video and subscribe the channel.